What's up, y'all? Welcome to the month-end live stream. As you might be able to see and probably saw on the thumbnail, we do have some mail to open up. So as you can see, I am back in my basement. I am home from the road trip. There will be at least one more video coming out from the road trip on Sunday. So stay tuned for all that stuff. But I'm going to get this stuff off my desk before I knock it over. There are a few letters up here also that we'll get into. Heave ho. Hope you guys are all doing good out there. There's quite a few of you in here already. Thanks to everybody for hanging out. Dang, 130 you guys, 140 you guys in here already. What's up, everybody, and everybody else tuning in? We're going to get ourselves a beer cracked. We've got one of the glasses that was sent in a while back. Need 177. It's good. Like, what's up, everybody? Brandon, Tyler, Jim, Brandon, Carrie, the Dorsey Way, Jackson Rowley, Harry Jim. What do we got here? So I picked up some variety pack from Big Grove Brewery. So I've got 4 different things in here. These are both IPAs. We're not going to start with that. Jim, cheers, Jim. Thank you. We'll get into a beer. I appreciate the donation. One of these, dang, are these all IPAs? Did I mistakenly buy an IPA pack? I did. Every single one of these are IPAs. They're probably all going to make me sneeze, but beers do make me sneeze, so we'll just start with the orange one. Yeah, I'd be derping. Lady Quady's over here hanging out. So we're going to crack one of these guys open. Nod Hazy IPA from Big Grove Brewery, which I don't know where this is from. I picked this up at our local Hy-Vee. Iowa City, Iowa. A true throwback featuring Citra, Mosaic, and Galaxy hops. This beer has gained the universal seal of approval from the person at the end of the bar drinking it. The single head nod. So we'll give this a shot. Dolores. Welcome in, Dolores. Mariah James, it's IPAs will make me sneeze, and then sometimes chocolate will make me sneeze. I had a shot of whiskey at my brother-in-law's place. If you watched the mid-month live stream when we did the 110K, one of those whiskeys made me sneeze. There we go. It's pretty light. Cheers, everybody. We'll leave that maybe sitting somewhere that you can kind of see it for the time being. Francisco from Tucson. Cheers, Francisco. Sherry Brown. Yeah, I made it home safe. The night that I came home, I got home at like 3 o'clock in the morning. So good. We'll have a good video coming up, but Jackson Rowley. Yeah, I must be slightly allergic to something that's typically in an IPA. Many, many times they'll make me sneeze. And I think it's usually the darker ones that do it, but it is what it is. It doesn't bother me too much, but I tend to avoid IPAs, honestly. I'm not an IPA guy. I thought 2 of them in there weren't IPAs. The Ranger guy, the truck is good. It performed flawlessly on the whole trip. Like I mentioned in the last video, going up and down in the mountains, that thing, you know, even though it's a naturally aspirated motor, it's the 5.0 V8, it was flawless. With the transmission, like the transmission 1 through 7, and then there's 10 speeds, 8, 9, and 10 are all overdrives. And then like even at the highest elevation running, you know, 60 or 70 in the mountain roads, it would be like 5th or 6th gear, just chilling, dude. 2, maybe 3,000 RPM, but it's like a 7,000 RPM red line, dude. It didn't struggle at all. Retta G, cheers, Retta. Appreciate the donation. Matt Blank, I did not go back to In-N-Out and try the other stuff. And, you know, I thought there was something different like that, but I failed to look it up. And somebody said in the comments on that video that you can order all that stuff online. Like they have it all listed out online if you did an online order, but their drive up menu is very simple. So I didn't know, but next time I go, next time I find an In and Out somewhere, I'll definitely get that stuff. Dayru, the new bed is great. The mattress is definitely more firm, but I'm definitely digging that because, like with the old one, my hips were starting to just push right into the wood. Maybe it's because I've gotten a little thicker, but it was definitely breaking down a little bit and a little older. Yeah, probably feel it a bit more, but I'm loving it. The extra space is really nice because I'm a side sleeper. So those few extra inches, it doesn't sound like much, but it definitely helps. We went from a queen size to a king size bed, and it like when you look at the numbers, it doesn't seem like it's that much bigger, but you get on there and it's so much bigger. JR, I would love to supercharge the truck, but I need to get the Silverado going. I want to put a V8 in the van. So, like, I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, unless every video starts getting a million views. So make sure you're liking all the content. Kathy Greco merch is coming. So we've been talking about this forever. I've gotten a couple new designs from my design girl, and we're just making some revisions. I mean, I don't want to necessarily put her business out there, but she's expecting. So it's just been a little bit of slow going on that stuff, but it's coming. All right, let's go ahead and pop one of these letters open. This one almost looks like could be junk mail, but I'm not going to judge it. Texas proud twin turbo LS swap the van. I mean, that would be amazing. I don't know. It'd be hard to stuff two turbos in there probably, but really any like modern V8 with 400-ish horsepower is going to be crazy in that van because I bet like I need to put it on the dyno. The homie Brock said I can put it on his dyno, but it's just a V6 and it's 29 years old. Like if that thing put down 150 horsepower to the wheels, I would be surprised. So if you put 400 horsepower in there, you're more than doubling the power of it. Like you would definitely need brake upgrades. So before I did any turbos or anything like that, just a straight up V8 and get it running good. But this is from JR Squirts out of Colorado. Forged Dark Zone custom vinyl for the truck, like for the outside. I've thought about putting some graphics on it, but I don't know what I'll do. It could use something because it is really plain, but I also like the fact that it's really plain and doesn't draw a ton of attention. The Silverado's got all the junk hanging off the roof and everything. All right, what do we got here? A toothpick. I think this might be a sticker folded in half. What is this? Enjoy free tacos. All right, let's read this first. Why do they call you Mr. Bundy? Is all it says. And in here it says, we want you to talk about it. Please give us a review and Yelp on Google. I don't know. Enjoy 2 free tacos on us. Visit our neighbor Los Cardales. I don't know what this is about. But there you go. You guys can check that out. Literally just says, why do they call you Mr. Bundy? And a toothpick. You never know what you're going to get. Well, JR Squirts, I appreciate it. I imagine some of these places might be around Grand Junction. I got gifted a toothpick and a coupon for free tacos. Now I want to just go there just to get those free tacos. Like that, sometimes that's all it takes me to get out on a road trip. Like I need to figure out where that's at. And if that's current, I go get some free tacos. Matt Blank. I talked to Kyle about beers. I think it would be cool if they could get work with a local brewery and do a beer. Like I've thought about trying to do that, but I'm not a very good, I don't know, talking to people person like that, I guess you could say. Denali Green, the toothpick is for the tacos, I guess, when you're done with them. Forge Dark Zone. No, that license plate was a gift. Nick's Weather. Cheers. I appreciate it, Nick. Joshua Gage. I mean, you got to understand the videos. I'm a week or so ahead on the videos, so what you see is typically not in real time. What's the temp check here? It's probably like 70. Let me tell you the humidity though, because I mentioned that in the 69 degrees with 74% humidity. Because when I was talking about it in the dog sitting episode, and it was like 100 something degrees there, and it was 10% humidity, and it felt fine. Like it feels hot out there. It feels muggy. Yeah, storms are coming. Isolated Serenity. What was my favorite campsite out of your recent trip? It was a toss up between the one from the last video in Moab or the one where the cows and the donkeys came through and I saw the petroglyphs. They were both really cool. As far as like the campsite itself, probably the last one from the Moab area. But it was really cool to be able to hike out and see those petroglyphs on the other one. And I was completely out there by my lonesome, and the wildlife made it really cool. So Jim, yeah, Moab is amazing. And there's so much stuff out there to see. Like I will be going back. I got word from Kyle at All Dogs that they will be there at one point this year. So I kind of like, I'm thinking I need to get the Silverado going sooner rather than later and go out there and meet those guys and wheel the Silverado and like put it through its paces and see what happens. Michael King, there is like just over 16,000 miles on the truck. So I've put 15,000 miles on it in like 6 months that I've had it, probably just a little over 6 months. Ray, cheers, Ray. I appreciate the donation. I'm glad you enjoyed the trip. James, 22% humidity. That sounds a lot better. Carrie S, yeah, Moab probably gets hot in the summer. I mean, it's desert. I want to say I was probably there at maybe the best time of year. I'm sure the fall is good too. I think it would be cool to go there in the winter because I do believe that they can get snow in that area. So we'll see. So this is from Robert H. out of Laguna Hills, California. I almost feel like there's pictures in there. Hey, Quady, love watching your videos. There are so many campsites near you. I don't have that many here. Here are some stickers to put on your bed frame if you choose to, Robert. Which gets us back to that. I don't know what I'm going to do with all my stickers because we talked about that in a video. I don't know where I'm going to put everything because I've got one of those already. I have this sticker. I've got a bigger one, but it's Cornholio. It's like Beavis and Butthead. I think it's on this cooler down here, actually. Oh, it might be the same size. It's probably a little bit bigger. Yeah, it's on that cooler. Now I got another one to stick on something else. We've got some aliens. I dig that. Peace sign. A big moon. I think I got that one too. I think that's on the other cooler. Is that Thundercats? That reminds me of Thundercats. Wasn't that a cartoon? Like, I feel like that was just before my time. But Thundercat sticker. This one's fitting from the recent video, a donkey. We'll do that one. We've got a Life is Better around the campfire. I feel like I got that one too. We've got extra stickers. Andrew Wayne, just a second. That looks like a dog, like a trippy looking dog. It's a, I always do it the wrong way. Yeah, it's a dog. And then we've got a Chimera. That's cool. That's going to be Cletus McFarland here in a minute. Andrew Wayne, any chance of ever going back to the island? We might go back there. I mean, we can. Uh, but there's a lot of other islands I could visit around here. Maybe not islands that are technically campsites, but if I could beach the boat there, you could crash on them. So, or beach my kayak. We gotta figure the boat out. Like, I gotta get the Silverado running. I gotta get the boat running. My chopper needs work, which I've talked to the homie Greasy Garage, and I'm gonna get it out there. He wants to start a YouTube channel, so you guys might be seeing more of him with shop stuff. But yeah, dude, I got a lot of junk I gotta get running. Mike Kingsley, you looked up how the bridge was destroyed. So I got a couple different comments. People just said it was a fire, and then some people said it was a kid playing with matches, which it could have been. But I wonder if that was actually in a report. I never looked it up. Jim from Liz San Juan, a new fan. Cheers, Liz. Thank you, Liz, and Jim. We're gonna set that. What did I do with the? Am I tripping? Did I put the stickers back in here? Oh, different envelope. Set that down there. Keep them organized. Buzz Radio, what happened to the little motorcycle? You mean the little dirt bike? It's over at the homie Greg's. He just messaged me and he's like, you want to come over and have some beers and hang out tonight? But I was on the live with y'all. So we'll get that thing out this year, 100%. Dude, I'm going to buy one of those hitch carriers that you can get from like Harbor Freight. I'm going to buy one of those so that I could take it a couple places. The really bummer part is Nebraska, like there's very, very few, like maybe 2 or 3 public places that you can go ride those. And I don't think there are any places in Nebraska where you can camp and use those. I'm not sure. I'm going to say I doubt you can use them in the Nebraska National Forest, but maybe you can. I'll have to look that up. But I don't think, yeah, there's just not many places around here where I could take it and camp and use it unless it's private property. I could take it up to the farm and ride around on the dirt roads out there, but it's, there's not going to be much to that. I'd rather go ride some trails. So, Joseph, you got the Spam Museum on your bucket list. That's awesome. Liz San Juan, come to New York and go all the way towards Bear Mountain. I'll write that down in my book of things. Field notes. These are cool little notebooks, y'all. I don't know. And they put different stuff on them. They're kind of like collectibles. People collect them, but let's write down my brain stuff sometimes. Jim, how do I get my recipes? I'm just winging it 99% of the time. Well, I wouldn't say that. 75% of the time, I'm just winging it. The other 25%, I just Google random recipes. A lot of times I'll just Google like simple camp recipes or, I try to keep the ingredients, maybe not necessarily the ingredients list down, but the amount of things you have to cook. Like I don't like to cook a bunch of different stuff separately and then you have to combine it and then you got to cook it again. Like I try to keep them pretty chill, but I should get the old Dutch oven out again. I haven't used that thing in a long time. Well, it's not even really a Dutch oven. I should get a regular Dutch oven and do some of that stuff. But I don't know. Most of it's just randomness. A lot of times I just go to the grocery store and I do a couple laps through the grocery store and I'm like, that sounds good. That sounds good. And that's what I get, But my wife could attest to how many times I'm like, I don't know what to cook. What am I going to cook this time? Because I try to do something somewhat different every time we're camping, just so I'm not cooking the same stuff every time. But
and my ideas are always bad.
they're not always bad. A lot of her ideas required you to like cook the meat, combine everything, put it in again. Just like I said, I don't like to do. But she's definitely come up with some great ideas at some points. But is what it is. Chaotic 909, we've got this guy going. I talked about it in the beginning, from an Iowa brewery, Big Grove Brewery, Nod Hazy IPA. Not an IPA guy. I got okey doked by the box. It's a multi-pack, but they were all IPAs. Bunch of bugs. We won't boof the beer, but we do have the boof cup over here. I need to put that back in my box of camping stuff. Clayton Fisher, I'll definitely use the boat, but 99.9% sure I'm going to sell that thing. A big reason is because I'm paying to have it stored inside. Because I can't just park stuff on my grass here. It's against city ordinances. So I'm paying to store it, and I just gotta get rid of it. Like I don't use the thing enough. I came to find out very quickly after purchasing that thing that it's way more fun to just go out on other people's boats and pay for the gas and beer and whatever else. So we'll use it though before I sell it, unless I'll say that, but unless something comes up and somebody, the money's in my hand and they want it, but I gotta at least get the batteries in it and get the motor running before I try to sell it. So it would be somebody buying a non-running boat, and obviously I get more money out of it if it's running. So, but we're probably gonna sell it. If I could ever get myself a few acres of land, I want a pontoon boat, dude. Pontoon boat would be legit. Small pontoon boat. WS Quady, best boat is friend's boat. Facts. Absolute facts. Bunch of bugs. That's true degeneracy. Fireside, I don't really hunt much, no. I do have a bow over there that I don't use, but no. Didn't grow up hunting. Don't do none of that stuff. Nick Landry, what's your favorite scary movie? I don't know about favorite. It's been a while since I've watched scary stuff, and it kind of depends on if you're talking like bloody horror or like mind thriller. I think the movie Sphere is a great, it's thriller kind of horror stuff. I like alien stuff, end of the world type scenario stuff. I think is good. Liz San Juan, suggestions for newbies: just get out there and do it. If you're, as far as camping, get out there and do it. And as far as YouTube, or just film it. Like, you'll figure out how to put the stuff out if you want to do it. Just got to get out there and do it. Hank Sailor, hopefully we'll get out for some storm stuff. Like, there's rain on our forecast for, I think, the next 4 or 5 days in our local area. I still have to get the video edited for Sunday though, so I don't know if I'll get out quickly or not, but Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday are all rainy or stormy around here, so I should be able to find it somewhere, but we'll try to get out. But I also want to get the van out. I want to get the motorcycles out. So definitely I'm not going to put the van in the harm's way of hail if I'm being careful. So yeah, I got to get out there and ride, Desert Outlaw. All right, let's grab another piece of mail here. We'll do the next letter from Michael S. out of Minnesota. The way it's all printed, though, has got me wondering. I don't know. Hello, Quady. I'm working on new scents. I'll send them to you out as soon as they are finished. Feel free to share my Etsy shop. Oh, he sent in the candles last time. We're legitimately burning one of the candles down here on the desk right now, the Fresh Rain one. You guys can check out the candles if you want. He sent in what is there? 8 big candles, like mason jar candles on the last 6 on the last live stream. So if you want to check out his candles, check out his candles. There you go. Candles by Mike at Etsy. Moose Drool Outdoors, The Shining. It's been a long time since I've seen The Shining. Like, I couldn't even tell you the whole movie at this point, but I did a tour of the hotel, the motel. I didn't film any of that, did I? Or did I?
I don't know if you can.
I filmed some of the, I don't know. I don't think you can film through the actual tour, but I may have filmed a little bit at the hotel. That was like, was that 2 years ago now? Anyway, there's a video from that trip, like some Colorado cabin thing.
I tried to get him to watch it with me once, and he didn't want to.
The Shining? No, not at that time. But isn't there
It was kind of boring.
It is. It's a very, very slow movie.
It is.
But there was also a TV series, and when you go through the motel or the hotel, is it the Stanley Hotel? When you go through the hotel, they tell you about it and they give you a link. I believe there's the whole series is available somewhere, but I believe when it came out, like Stephen King wasn't thrilled on the movie, and he said that the series that they did was better. I think it's like an 8-part miniseries, or I could be wrong, but there is a whole Shining series also. Silence of the Lambs is a good movie. The Conjuring. Didn't we see The Conjuring in the theater? Maybe. We just went and saw Mad Max Furiosa. Is it Furiosa? Furiosa, the new Mad Max movie that's in theater. We saw that in IMAX. Very good. I'm a big fan of the Mad Max movies. G. Alvarado, we'll get the van out again soon. It's chilling. Paranormal Activity, I saw that. Didn't they make a bunch of those, though? I think the first one might be the only one I saw. The Saw movies are good, but I think I only saw like the first 2 or 3. The Human Centipede, we talked about that before. The Human Centipede, that's a rough one. Mothman Prophecies, I've seen that. That's good. Like Jeepers Creepers is good. It's kind of corny, but it's also good. I don't know if I've seen Teeth. Joseph, patches would stick to the roof, but I don't do that because you'll pull that headliner down. There's already, like my old truck has spots where it's kind of coming down, and the new one there's a couple spots. I wouldn't put stuff up there like that. A set of lights is about the only thing I'd want to Velcro up there. Texas Chainsaw is all right. Smile, we saw Smile, didn't? Yeah, that was a good one. Tusk, that's a decent one. That's not a well-known one, but that was a decent one. Hostel, the Hostel movies weren't bad. How was Jeepers Creepers corny? I mean, it's I don't know. It's almost unreal. Maybe because they did use a ton of special effects. I don't know. It was just, to me, it was just kind of, it was like just a hair corny. Nooner 13, OG Voorhees, and Freddy. Like, they're all right movies, but to be honest, like, I was never super into those. Never super into those. It was good. I think the old one and the new one were both decent. Denise, yeah. See, like, I enjoy a scary movie, and I used to like them more, but I rather watch comedies and stuff now. Feel good stuff, you know? I like to feel good. Cabin Fever. The Devil's Rejects. That's a good one. I think anything from Mr. Zombie was good. All right. Let's crack a package. I think most of these are Amazon. Maybe a couple of these. Well, that's a personal one in an Amazon box, but I think most of these are Amazon packages this time around. Ernie, I did not get any of the storm stuff. Haven't had any storms. That was like the double-edged sword of this road trip. It's because I know you guys love the storm videos, and the whole time I was out of state, it was storming like crazy here, I think, pretty much every day. We got some rain last night. It rained pretty hard, but I was not out in it. There's no note in this one. Even if you send stuff on Amazon, guys, you can send a note with it, but yeah, it doesn't say who sent this in. But it's a tiny little stove, or it's a stove that you can attach to a butane canister, I believe. Maybe that shows it better. So I'm guessing it's the stove in the box, and then you can put a butane thing on there. I wouldn't think there's butane in here. Cheers, Ernie. Appreciate it. Oh, it's fancy. It's tiny. It's got some heft to it. Perfect for motorcycle camping. Did you guys see there's a video, I think it came out within the last 2 weeks. I don't know where it was from. I want to say like New York or maybe Washington or somewhere. Dude was in a parking lot. I think it was in like a Lifetime Fitness or something. He was in a 4Runner, and I believe he was probably camping in there by the way it looked. And a butane bottle blew up the whole thing. I don't know if dude was in there trying to light it or something. Butane scares me. All right, we've got a little piece here, and this has got to unfold somehow. Do I got to push a button? Oh, no, there we go. Oh, fancy. Oh, this is like the grill grate that sticks on top, I think. I don't know. But this will attach to your gas bottle. And it must lock in down here. Should probably read the directions. Oh, I see how it goes. It's got a... I should probably just look at the directions, right? Purdy Hill says butane is a bastard gas. That's great. Well, I can't read the directions. But it looks like I'm doing it right. And this goes up here. Like so. No, those can't go all the way forward. I think it just goes like that. Oh yeah, I was trying to do it all wrong. What? That shouldn't surprise you. And you've got a little like thing here. No, it was the right way, because that goes on top, I'd have to say. Could be wrong. And then bam, you can set a pot on there. Screw your little gas bottle in. It's got an igniter on it. We'll give that a whirl. It's nice and compact. Definitely more compact than a jet boil. Right, that just goes back in there like so. Shablam, shablam. It locks closed. I don't know if that can go. I don't think that would fit inside. I'll have to look at these pictures a little bit more because I can't read that. I think we'll be able to make it work. Took me a second to figure that out. It had like little spring tabs on it, so I thought you had to push it past and get it in there. But yeah, I appreciate it. Soto G stove. I always put things the wrong way. Yeah. It's called a cassette stove. It feels nice, man. It feels hefty. It feels like it's well built for sure. We're going to keep those directions in there with it though. TM, Mike, do you ever worry about your sodium intake? No. I find it comical that people comment that stuff all the time. Doesn't bother me at all. And if you're sweating, you need sodium. You need to replenish that stuff. Doesn't bother me one bit. Put that back in the box. Don't lose it. All right, I appreciate it. Thank you. See if we can use that. Curious if you can use like, wonder if they make an adapter for like a jet boil bottle, the smaller ones. I had it in there, right? Because the flap is up. You see it? The flap is up. I knew what I was doing. All right. Eat that box over there. Hey, Kim, is that a real raccoon? No, that is not a real raccoon. Somebody sent that in a while back. It's got a name on there. I think it's the same as in the movie. Or somewhere on here, yeah. I got a stupid thing for raccoons. As you can see back there, that was also sent in. That I got at Hobby Lobby. I got to get a raccoon tattoo one of these days, guys. We'll do that at some point. Bandit, yeah, I was gonna say, because wasn't Bandit the one from Guardians of the Galaxy? So we got a little raccoon guy. Trash pandas, yes. I'm definitely a trash panda. I can't see anything. All right, let's crack another brew open. We got a couple different ones in here. '80s cartoon about raccoons? I don't think we had that here. The only thing I remember is Pepe Le Pew, and that was a skunk. And Pepe Le Pew wouldn't be politically correct anymore. That's for damn sure. All right, we're just going to go with, they're all IPAs, so we're just going with the next one. West Eddy West Coast style IPA. That's what it is. From the same brewery. Raccoons and crows. It would be cool to befriend a crow or, a raven. It would be really cool to befriend one. 2 sneezes in 5 minutes, Dayru. We'll see. This one also looks pretty light too. Karen H, I'd love to raise some baby raccoons. It might happen. If I ever find one, I'm bringing it home because they are legal here in Nebraska. You can own them as pets here. I think we're one of like 5 states where it's legal to have them. Stoddy too hottie. What's the names of the animals around your setup? Well, I mean, we got Bandit. He's got his name on there. And then Ted is obviously Ted. I don't know if I called that fish something when I caught it. I may have given him a name when I caught him, but that's just a replica. And then the deer head came from the homie Kevin. He had it in Chicago in his apartment. That thing's like 20-something years old, isn't it? We figured out it's very old, but it's just chilling. It's blown up. Kathy, not all raccoons are mean. That's like saying all pit bulls are mean. Raccoons can be some of the most loving creatures out there, and they purr like cats. I want one.
You don't know.
I want one. I want a little raking. My own little trash panda. I want a little trash panda to cuddle and snuggle with. Fishing Mickle, don't forget Randy. Oh yeah, Randy and Mr. Leahy. Although we also said that was me and my wife. Tyler G, when am I getting a dog? I would love to have one, but my wife is not an animal person. It's gonna be me just bringing one home one of these days. And I almost took a dog off a reservation that was just chilling at the gas station. But yeah, it's like, I don't know if this is a good idea, if I should just steal this dog. But it was 100% a res dog in Arizona, begging for stuff at gas station from everybody that pulled in. Should have talked to somebody. Should have talked to the people at the gas station, but he was well fed, so. Get those back on there. Harry Jim, Chinese takeout. That sounds good. I had sushi for dinner tonight. Some spicy, I think it was a spicy tuna sushi roll. Had jalapenos on every little piece of it. It was good. Logan 1970. I can't, well, probably. At this point, I would 100% have. But spicy foods don't bother me. Unless they're super, super spicy. But like, I like a lot of spice and flavor in my food. All right, we've got another Amazon package. Oops, I delivered again. Wonder if this is the same as something else. I don't know if I've ever seen that tape. Oh, maybe it's just like, oops, I delivered again. It's the Britney Spears stuff. Double H, you had a raccoon and it was like a cat, dude. I would love it. I would absolutely love to have a raccoon. And you can, like, there's breeders you can just straight up buy raccoons like you can a dog from a breeder. And typically they've bred them for a few generations and they're a little bit more tame, I think. And you can get like an all white raccoon. They have a couple of different like coat colors. CGTI grad, you like my Britney Spears impression? I try,
I don't know. I think you should do it again.
I can't hit the high notes like she can. This is our favorite hot sauce. Goes great on a Casey's breakfast pizza from Corey and Laura in Texas. It is. That looks good. Salsa guacamole and habanero. Extra hot. That looks tasty. That looks real tasty. We will give that a whirl. There is a seal in there. Yeah, that looks good. Well, I appreciate it, Corey and Laura. Thank you for the sauce. We're getting through most of them. Instant regret. Raccoons would make a great pet. Angie. I mean, he couldn't get out to his raccoon friends in the trash and have a dumpster orgy, I guess. Logan 1970, no, I didn't try any of the other stuff. I never went back. I was trying not to go out to eat every day. I think the only thing I had there was In-N-Out, and then one day I went to Taco Bell. But other than that, I just ate junk at the house.
Spent enough on cigarillos and beer.
Yeah, I spent enough on stogies and beer. They definitely tax stogies at a higher rate there. I can tell you that. They are not that expensive here. They must have a huge tobacco tax in Arizona. Should just quit smoking, but pretzels, that sounds tasty, Nooner. King stature, how does one become a crazy Quady? You just gotta be me, man. You just gotta be me. Harry Jim, you're moving to Nebraska. I hope you enjoy it. Hope you enjoy it. There's a lot of flat nothingness in this state, though. But I don't want to say nothingness. There's a lot of corn, a lot of beans, and a lot of cows. We got plenty of chicken and pig farms mixed in there. Dayru, any deets on the next adventure? There's one more coming from the trip that'll be out on Sunday. And then after that, it's all up in the air. ACDC 5150, get the fuck out of here with your political junk. I don't give a shit who you want to be your master. Karen H, I did find out the cats' names, but I have already forgotten them. I'm terrible with names in general. And since I didn't have to call the cats to do anything, I pretty much immediately forgot their names. But I asked my nephew when he came to relieve me, and he told me, and I immediately I forgot him within 5 minutes. All right, we're gonna grab another package. This one is also Amazon. Looks like some spicy stuff. I think we got a note in here. Hey, Mike, enjoy your channel. Here's some snacks for you. John from Massachusetts. John A. from Massachusetts. We've got some jalapeno ketchup. Jalapeno ketchup? I will definitely use me some of that. Mike's hot honey. Don't I have some hot honey upstairs? Is it Mike's?
I don't know, but you do, yeah.
We've got some Mike's hot honey. I have had some hot honey. This stuff is good. I had it on pizza when I had it. It was very tasty on pizza. And then uncured bacon jerky. I can't say I've ever had bacon jerky. If I open this, I'm going to eat the whole thing right now, so I'm not going to open that yet, but we've got some bacon jerky. That looks tasty. There were some random jerky sent in on the last month's live. I carried those with me in my box the whole time on this trip, and I completely forgot to eat some of them. We got to use some jerky stuff. Like I don't want to be I don't want the whole video to be me just eating food. So it's like I make dinner or whatever. So when I snack on stuff, I usually don't talk about it. So I never grabbed for the jerky, but we've got a few different jerkies to try. In fact, there's python jerky over there. But bacon jerky sounds tasty. All right. Thank you, John. I appreciate it. Heave ho. I'm not showing you guys my butt crack, am I? I thought I had my pants pulled up far enough. Eat a bug, Harry Jim. I hope there's no bugs in this round tonight. I'll say that. I hope there's no bugs. I don't know. Whiskey life? I wouldn't say whiskey is spicy. RJ Picks, I have not tried that hot sauce yet. I think it's in the other box. I need to get that out. What would you recommend putting that in? Since it just enhances the flavor. I remember it. Mega Susan, in the last live stream, in the last live stream, I ate freeze-dried stink bugs that were sent in. And in the live stream before that, well, I want to say the last month end live on the 110, I didn't do that. And then the one before that, I ate a tarantula, a freeze-dried tarantula. Jacob sent them in. And he made a hefty donation, and I ate the damn bugs. I couldn't turn it down. Cheers, Rick. Nooner, have I thought about traveling to the Adirondack Mountains in New York? I would love to. I feel like any trip that I do east is going to take more planning because there's way less places that you can just camp. I know that there's a lot more regulations out there. There's definitely a lot less public property compared to the West, which is why it's always easy to go west because you could typically just find places where you can park and do it. So I definitely want to get out there. One of the goals this year, and maybe I don't know if I even want to say it, but I want to get way east this year because I can't say I've camped anywhere. I've camped in Milwaukee, I've camped in Minnesota, I've camped in Wisconsin. One video from Illinois, but it was like the northwest corner, I think, of Illinois. And Missouri, we didn't camp in Arkansas. That was a cabin, so I don't know if I would really count that. So I haven't camped out east anywhere. So we'll definitely get out there. Joseph, the P.O. box should be in the video description. It should be in every video description. Dan Might, there's tons of camping spots in Pennsylvania. I'll look it up. But I know there's some states out that way where it's illegal to sleep in your vehicle. So I'll have to look that stuff up too, because I don't want to get busted in a parking lot and get taken to jail because I'm sleeping in my truck. Yeah. I mean, I am super bummy, but not that bummy. I've got a house, guys. Just let me go. No more locked doors. Aaron Matthew, just don't get caught. See, that's the thing. The Ford looks pretty simple. It still looks almost like a work truck. The wheels kind of are a little fancy, but if you were thinking somebody's sleeping in a vehicle and you looked at the Ford or you looked at the Silverado with all the junk on it, you're going to pick the Silverado. 9 out of 10 times people are going to do that. So that's why I don't want to do a bunch of crazy stuff to the Ford, because it's somewhat incognito. The van, I feel like the van is so old that it draws attention to itself. Either they think they think you're a bum because it's so old, or they know that it's somebody with a nice van. They're sleeping in that thing. Terry, cheers, Terry. Appreciate the donation. Mick McGrath, free country, my ass. I mean, city ordinances are city ordinances and county stuff, and like our main street here, you can't park there from like 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. They do that crap just so people can't park there for 24 hours, which, it's not a bad thing. Some of these areas that you go to, like in Colorado, if you didn't have those signs up and you didn't allow people to do that, like it would just be packed with junk, and you'd end up, like there's places all over the country where there's just broke down campers everywhere because there's no regulation or no policing to keep these people from parking there. So it's kind of a double-edged sword.
It's also to help with snow removal and cleaning of the streets and stuff like that.
Yeah, I get that. But I don't think anybody wants junk on their neighborhood like that. So, as much as it sucks, I also understand why those regulations are in place. I don't want people camping out in front of my house. I love camping. I don't want you camping in front of my house, Like I don't even not that I don't like my neighbors, but I don't like having neighbors. Like I'm so ready to get out onto an acreage.
People parking in front of your house.
Well, yeah. My wife said I don't like people parking in front of my house. Right now, it's because I drive a friggin' battleship, and if somebody's parked on the opposite side of the street, because you can only park on one side of our street, I have to do at a minimum a 2-point turn to get in my driveway with the truck, or I just run over half my lawn. Like I can't turn it into my driveway. So it is annoying that you have people parking on the street like that. King Stature, they haven't made me sneeze, which is surprising. Jesse Tope, yeah, get off my lawn, you bums. It is what it is. Everybody's at a different spot in life, Like, I spent some time actually living in a vehicle, not a very long time, but I had some rough patches too, man. Like, you never know. You never know. Anybody could be there at any minute, but I don't want you parking in front of my house.
Nobody wants it in their backyard.
No, yeah, nobody wants it in their own backyard. But when you say you can't do that, Mick McGrath, we're talking about like just in general, like there's not a lot of public lands as you go east. There's much less public land to the east than there is to the west. And yeah, there's definitely places where it's rampant in neighborhoods. So it is what it is. Denise, does Lady Quady ever worry about your safety? A little. You can't live your life scared, though. That's part of it. Like, if you live scared, you're just going to sit in your house.
If I made you do that, you wouldn't be happy.
Yeah, so. You can't just sit in your house and be scared of the world, You'll come to find out that there's a lot of nice people out there. Like, in my travels, I meet so many nice people. You just stop and have a conversation. Everybody, like, yeah, there's some bad eggs out there, but for the most part, everybody is a good, kind, nice person. If you just talk to them with respect and all that kind of stuff, Booba. Cheers, Booba. Well, we're having a beer now. I hope you're drinking one with me. I appreciate the support and the donation. Glen Esther, Montana, you can park on the highway median. They don't care. I might have to try that out. Yeah, I brought that home one day. Travis gave it to me. I haven't opened it up. It's soap. It's a bar soap. You can use it in there. Brian Sensing, if you use iOverlander app, they're usually a pretty safe option to go by. I use it a couple times on this road trip, and it worked for me. They always have the little disclaimer up there that says iOverlander can't confirm that this is an actual campsite. You need to take everything, which is all legal nonsense, mumbo jumbo stuff. But You can read the reviews also of the people that have stayed there, and it was good, it was good, it was good, or whatever. Uh, so yeah, I've kind of come to trust that app so far. So I don't know. Check out the apps, guys. Yeah, if you're not checking out iOverlander, definitely check that out. It's worth it. Daniel, where's Travis? He might have the kids tonight. Travis is also a family man. Fishing with Bickle. I have not gotten the bumper to Travis yet, but we have one trip that we're gonna meet up this year. We'll have the vans, probably, but I'm gonna get out there before that plan. So Cricket, do you have a certain day and time of the month that you open packages? I always do a live stream at the end of the month, or try to, but typically there's one public month end live stream on the last day of the month, and that's when I usually do mail. So fishing with Mickle, we'll get out there to see him. We'll get out there to see him. Jesse Tope, who is your favorite YouTube peer? If you could collab with one, who would it be? Raccoon Canoe for Life. P.S. Travis hates me. Travis, I bet you guys trolled the shit out of each other at some point. Um, I've had a ton of local inspiration, and I've been talking to one of my biggest local inspirations, and we'll probably end up hooking up this summer and doing some filming together. Uh, I don't want to put that out there yet, but there's so many people that I love what they do, you know. And you might think that since I'm in the camping realm of YouTube that I watch a ton of camping videos, but since I'm out there doing it, I honestly watch less and less of the camping content. I watch the stuff that I'm not able to do, as a ton of people do. A ton of people they watch content, whether it's YouTube, movie, or TV or whatever. They watch stuff that they would enjoy doing. It's kind of a release and an escape. I love videos from Cletus McFarland. I watch all of Cletus's stuff. He just finished the month of freedom. Big shout out to that dude. If you watch his video today, you got a jet. Um, and he's a huge inspiration because he is from our local area. Um, Along with 1320 video, like there's a bunch of local car guy stuff that I would love to be a part of, but I don't feel like I'd probably ever meet the guy other than a meet and greet and me fangirling. But I would love to hang out with Cleater and his crew. That would be a really good time. If you got an extra Whipple, I got a Ford that we could smack it on. I see he just pulled the Whipple off of his Raptor R. That would fit on my F-150 pretty good. Aaron Matthew, for you and Lady Quady, dinner, beer, etc. Anyways, I'm based in Columbus. Check out my Brew Dogs Brewer. You can overnight park in their lot and enjoy a beer. I got to scroll back up for that. I want to write it down. I want to let me scroll up. I missed that. Desert Outlaw. Cletus is wild. Yes, hell yeah, brother. Tim M. Flair. Absolutely. Flair has been a huge inspiration, but Flair, I don't want to say but Flair. I like watching a lot of car content. So if I were to really, really this would be great. Cletus, I love Ricer Miata. I could definitely hang out with those guys. Like, I would love to hang out with those guys. Just is what it is. Like, I like watching car content. Kevin, we'll shotgun a beer before the end of this one. James Peterson, I have been to the ice cream cruise, the 1320 ice cream cruise before. Last time I went, God, it was way before they had it at I-29 Dragway. I Can't remember which street it was on in Omaha, but I had a Evo at the time. I had a 2010 Evo 10. Wicked white. It was the manual trans. Lowered a little bit, full bolt-ons, dyno tuned by... It was dyno tuned down in Kansas City. Dyno by KC, I want to say it was something like, but it's, you know, it's been a while. But I had a 2010 Evo for a while. Pretty sure I got rid of that. What did I get rid of that for? I sold that and bought the motorcycle that I cut in half, the chopper that I built. Texas proud, you can get the F-150 tested by Whistle and Diesel. I thought he posted a picture that he had bought an F-150. I think he bought a Cybertruck, and I want to say he bought an F-150 also. And those are in upcoming videos. I enjoy his content. You know, I watch Mr. Beast, you know, like I enjoy those huge YouTubers also like that. Stop milking my beer. Come on. Brew Dogs Brewery. There we go. What was the location? Columbus, Ohio. Thank you, Danella. Aaron says Winchester, Ohio. We'll just write them both down. Nooner 13. Have I ever watched The Wrath? Is that the one with dude who drinks tiger blood? I'm missing his name. What was the guy off 3.5 Men?
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen. J Young 450. That would be cool to meet him. Yeah, we've got the Beater Bomb is local. The Beater Bomb's a local dude. Like, he's been killing the game for a while. I used to be on a bunch of street racing forums when I had that stuff. Like, you guys may have seen there's some hoodies that I wear, and they say Star City Racing. It's an old street racing forum from around here that is long extinct. And then before all the stuff on this channel, I had a bunch of like street racing exhaust clips. There was videos of all my vehicles, like the exhaust stuff. And one day I was dumb and I just deleted everything. And I've been kicking myself in the ass for it ever since. But there was a bunch of cool, like I had cool car videos. There was I had a Dakota RT for a while. I had a 09 Civic Si 2-door. I loved that car. It was full bolt-ons. Yeah, I had some fun stuff. So I'm kind of treating the van that way, although it's super slow right now. That thing will not always be slow. So that's my hot rod. That's why I'm not out beating it up super hard every week. But that thing is going to have like 400 to 500 horsepower at a minimum. James Peterson, you used to go to the Dragon all the time. That's high on my list of things to do. High on my list of things to do. I definitely want to ride the tail of the Dragon. All right, let's grab another package. This is also a UPS one or a Amazon one. I guess there is 2 personal ones down there. There are 2 personal packages down there. We'll save the personal ones for last. Not that these aren't personal. Ooh, this one's gift wrapped by Amazon. Dang old dang. Dang old dang. I think that's the receipt. We'll read the tag over here. Please enjoy this gift on your camping trips. I also love camping. Maybe on a day we could do a camping meet and greet. Keep up the great videos. Your brother from Brooklyn, New York. Steve, aka Cano. I hope I'm saying that right. Stephen V. And he left me his phone number. I'm Everett in Brooklyn. Is there any camping around Brooklyn? I don't know if I'd feel safe by myself street camping out there, but if you're from the area, all right. See what this is. Donald, I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoy the videos. My wife takes these, just so you guys know, she takes all of these from me. They're nice bags.
What are you in?
I don't know if, do they charge you extra if you have it gift wrapped?
I think so.
If they don't charge you guys extra, I don't know if Amazon does. These are quality bags. That's not paper. That's like, it's almost like what they make the Frog Togs rain suits out of. Like, this is like material. And if you can get that for free with every Amazon order, take advantage of that. Rex 5150, yeah, like I'm saying, that would be rad, but I don't think I would do that by my lonesome. BPS knives. There's a knife in here.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to me, yeah. With leather. Ooh, there must be like a leather sheath in here. All right, we got to be careful so don't cut my hands open on my knife. Ooh, this is going to be fancy. BPS rocks? I can't say I've ever heard of BPS. I think there's a guard on the blade here. Ooh, that feels nice. That feels real nice. All right. There is a guard on the blade. That is a nice knife. That is a real nice knife. It says BPS, I think, on there. I don't think you guys will be able to, I don't think I'll be able to focus in on that. Probably not. BPS knives, carbon steel 1066, made in Ukraine. And it's got a leather holster sheath. Nice down in there. Check that out. You could put a lanyard on the back of that. That's a nice knife. Full tang. Solid. That's a thick blade. That's a nice knife, y'all. That is a really nice knife. Use this camping on the streets in Brooklyn. Shave through some paper. I guess you can check it out here. But anyways, yeah, BPS knives. There you go. That's focused. I don't know if you could scan that or not from the screen, but you can check out BPS knives. I feel like this is to wipe the blade off, maybe. Oh, that might just be paper. We've got a little bit of paper here. We'll see what we'll cut test. I can't say I've ever done this before, so. This is not stiff paper. It's like tissue paper, almost. Well, that's sharp, though. I don't know, y'all. That is a nice knife, though. And that is very sharp. It's very sharp. I don't think the paper's stiff enough. But there we go. Cardboard's not also good to cut with knives. That's a nice knife. Like the grip. I like the grip. BPS. Never heard of this knife company, but that's definitely a nice one. Might have to hit up the homie Adam and see if he can copy this for a left-hand draw. It's on the wrong side for me. Not that I appreciate it. I'm just left-handed. Right, have to carry it backwards. You might be able to modify this, but I bet I could have it copied. I'm going to hit up the homie Adam. All right. Now that I cut the box, we're going to stick that back in there along with our blade thing. Walnut handles. Yeah, that would probably be walnut. It feels very nice. That is a solid knife. Solid knife. And small enough to be carryable. The homie Jacob sent this in. Same guy that sent me the tarantula to eat. Oh, it's an awesome knife. I might get in trouble if I carry that at a campground. Why do you need that? That's a big dong right there. All right. Thank you for the knife. I appreciate it. That was awesome. That's probably going to go in my camp box. Thank you, Steven. You call that a knife? This is a knife. Kelvin, Kel, Rex 5150, but I don't know if he's messing with the 3D printer much. He sent me a message the other day. His daughter was on some fish. She's been raising the little ones. I got to pee, guys. Talk to him. You can talk to him. My wife gets so scared when I walk out.
I don't get scared, but he puts me on the spot.
Just answer a question.
He puts me on the spot. Mm-hmm. He does make me nervous. One of these days. Well, I knew when he was making me dinner at that campsite a few weeks ago, he was going to cut his finger when he was cutting that sausage with his knife, and he did.
I didn't show that on the video.
I haven't been doing a lot of crafting. I have some quilts to make, actually. I am finishing some quilts that my mom had started, so I need to do that. I'm a procrastinator. I need to get better about procrastinating.
You did get to visit
Mike and I are very similar
shops.
in our procrastinating. But yes, he took me to quilt shops in Colorado, so that was fun.
They don't even know that. I met up with the missus on part of the trip, so that might be the next video.
I thought you were telling him. You told them that.
I don't think so, no. She booked a cabin, so I met her in Colorado, so
For your birthday.
That'll be the next video. Yeah, I met her for my birthday. My birthday was on the 23rd. The big 4-0. And
You told them that in your whiskey live.
maybe.
Yeah.
But most of the time, we went and saw something really cool, which will be in the video. Cool museum that has Nebraska connections. But the rest of the time, I drove her around to quilt shops so she could look at quilt stuff. Because I'm a loving husband.
He is very good about doing that stuff on our vacations. He is.
Because I know, you guys let me vacation a lot, so to speak. You know, I get to go out and see all these places all the time. So when the wife comes out and she's like, what do you want to do? I'm like, I don't care, whatever you want to do. Like, this is your few days that you get a month of kind of being out, or every few months, really, that you get to be out and do whatever. And so it's like, whatever she wants to do, I'll drive her around to quilt shops. Like, I just take the back roads everywhere,
Which I like to see the scenery.
Yeah,
so
I just go the long way. All right, cracking another brew over here. This one's Royal Eddie from the same brewery. Dawn Head. I don't think we're going to be eating any bugs tonight. I could be wrong. There's still 4 packages down there. So this is an Imperial Hazy IPA, and I haven't sneezed yet, have I? +1 for me. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes. Yeah. I'm not one to celebrate my birthday at all. Like we don't do a family birthday party for me. I don't want it. But the wife and I usually go and we'll do something over the weekend because it's always around Memorial Day weekend, so we always have an extra day. And then we go, yeah, we usually for the last few years we've stayed in a cabin. So yeah, I'm 40. I'm old now. Got plenty of gray hairs. I hate people around my house. Get off my lawn.
I've always said he's going to be my grumpy old man.
Yes. Yeah. But it'll be like, she said we could move to Minnesota at one point. I will be 100% be the grumpy old man from the movies, just chilling with my homie,
To be clear,
doing a lot of
that is
ice
one of
fishing.
my favorite movies, so I enjoy the grumpy old man.
And I still haven't gotten her up there to go ice fishing. You're going this year. That's a trip. Lon Bowers. Cheers, Lon. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate your support. This year I have to get my wife to go to an ice shack, spend the night on the ice, and go ice fishing with me. And we'll watch every grumpy old men movie. We'll play all the Scrabble and Yahtzee and whatever you want to do, because there ain't nothing to do outside unless you want to stand out there and fish. Pammy, Minnesota, like I could move to Minnesota for sure. I'm used to the winter enough that I could definitely do it up there. I wouldn't mind having more summer though. Like I enjoy our winters, but our winters around here, like many times, it's just cold. There's no snow on the ground, so everything is brown and it's just cold. And at least like I feel like a vast majority of Minnesota, you're gonna have snow on the ground most of the time.
A lot of snow last winter either.
No, last winter was kind of weird, but it's the land of what, 10,000 lakes, or is that Michigan? No, that's Minnesota. The land of 10,000 lakes. There's water everywhere. Like we could have a house on a lake if we moved to Minnesota. We could have an acreage on a lake. Think about that. We could have our own pontoon boat and dock. I gotta pump my wife's head up so much to get this stuff to dry. Like I gotta put it in there 10,000 times before I can make it happen. Washington State. Haven't been to Washington in a while, but eventually we'll get back out there. Gooch, I do not have Venmo, no. Caveman camping, yes, that's what I will do. This winter I will take the wife up for an RV on the ice. They also have like full on, they call them skid houses. So what we stayed in had wheels and you could pull it on and off the ice with your truck or whatever. But they also make skid houses, which are just, it's like 4x4s or 6x6s with a couple of 45s on the edge, and they just drag them out, and they have full on cabins out there, like 10 by 20 or what, even bigger. They have full on cabins, 2-story loft, full kitchen. You have not a legit bathroom, but you have a full size bathroom with a toilet, probably not a shower out there, and then there's just holes everywhere you can fish out of inside this cabin. Dude, there's so much cool stuff up there to do too in the winter. They put street signs up on the ice at like Lake of the Woods. So there's street signs, plowed rows. They have a bar on the ice that's made out of ice, I think. Like there's a lot of stuff up there you guys haven't seen yet. Minnesota is an amazing place. Thank you guys for all the birthday wishes. Arrow, sorry you didn't get the notifications. Fishing with Mickle. I know I'm slacking on the fishing vids. It's been made clear in the comments. And then also a couple of the homies, Travis especially, is like, man, you need to fish more. So I definitely need to fish more. Dan might. There's a couple of, I've seen the videos from Av. There's a couple of videos of me saying in a couple of those. Usually, I think all of them have the homies in it, but I think there's an ice fishing playlist on the channel if you want to check that out. But we'll get into more fishing. Jerry Rig, if you don't like the fishing, I'm sorry, but that leads to the dinner, which a lot of people like. We'll do a lot more catch and cooks. Rex 5150. Quady is the only channel you have the bell clicked for. I appreciate that. Yeah, guys. Is it like, subscribe, make sure you have the bell notification turned on so you know when I post a video. Try not to do that in all the videos because I find it annoying also. But sometimes the best thing you can do is tell somebody to do something because then they'll do it, Hit the like button, everybody. Hit the like button. 500 of you in here and 316 likes. Hit the like button. What's up, y'all? Bulldog 160, come to Western New York, thousands of acres of family farm. That sounds like a great time. Joey, you lost a finger today? That sounds terrible, dude. I'm sorry. Chopping wood. Were you using did you cut it off with a chainsaw? You got to tell us the story now. You can't just post that and not tell us how it happened. Sucks that it happened, but you'll always have a good story, I guess, right? Pammy, I'm not sure where we're off to next. But we're definitely got to do some fishing. We'll do some fishing. We got to get the motorcycles out. We got to get the van back out. Like, there's a lot of stuff to do. A lot of stuff to do. All right, let's pop another package. This one's got a little heft to it. It's an Amazon one. I'm surprised they don't say the weight on the front of these. So that's got to be at least 3 to 5 pounds. It's got to be like 4 to 7. I don't know. Yeah, where's the finger story, dude? I'm curious. You got to give us a good story. It's a bummer that it happened, but it's all in the past at this point. We need the story. I about took my finger off. Ooh, this is a bigger stove. This might be from the same person. It's a bigger stove. Something. Yeah, it folds up, but then it folds out into 2 burners. New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania camping is where it's at. Sounds like I gotta go that way. It's raining outside.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's rain.
The sun's halfway out.
No, it's raining out there. My wife's tripping. She thinks she hears something out there. So this one doesn't have it's probably from the same person. I'll bet it's liquor. No. It's a camping stove. So it's something similar to the last one. But this one is like 2 burners. Let's pop this thing open. Rick, yeah, he said he sent 2 stoves. All right. See what this thing is all about. He lost his finger fishing. There's some distractions in here. It's nice that it's in a case, dude. I like everything that comes with a case. So you don't have parts dangling everywhere. That's kind of fancy looking. Is this propane or butane? You guys see this thing? Look at this monstrosity. So that looks like it's a butane thing still that it screws onto. You've got a little bit of cord here. And then shablam. You got 2 burners. Look at that. That's pretty That's pretty nice, man. That's pretty fancy. Looks like it's got like, nope, that's supposed to stay just like that. Dude, check that out. That's cool. That folds way down. You can have your bacon going on one side, your eggs and your hash browns over on the other. You could put just a griddle right on top of that thing. That's cool, dude. I don't look at Amazon for this type of stuff very often, so this stuff kind of always amazes me. And it's definitely like, you're not seeing that at your local store anywhere, folks. So you can check that out. The other side shows it open. Yeah, it can stow down super easy, Fats. That's the cool thing. Like, I don't know if I've ever seen a dual burner that's that small. Yeah, that's cool. So I know I've got a bottle of butane over there. We're gonna have to give these things a whirl. Like, you could legit put this on a motorcycle. This is motorcycle capable. You still have to have a pan, but even like compared to what I have in that tote with that big stove, like, and I could get away with this in there. That's pretty nice, man. That's cool. That is different. Can't say I've ever seen one of these before. Got to make sure I can get it back in there though. It's like the test of a tent. Can you put it back in the thing? Can do 2 Willet burritos at the same time. Gear guy, get a scuttle. I've seen the scuttles. I feel like that's a big nonsense unless that's some like small thing that you can get, but it's a glorified wok is what it is. It's a wok for like Japanese Chinese food. That's cool, man. BRS. And yeah, like, it's got some heft, it's got some weight to it, but there's a 2-burner stove in there. If you still need your bottle, but there's a 2-burner stove in there. That's pretty legit. Some of these, I don't know if you guys will see that. Moving scenery, always home. .03 kilogram lightning binary star. As long as it works, man. As long as it works. At this point, just tow a trailer with a smoker, grill, griddle, and charcoal. I'm pretty sure Traeger makes like a portable grill, like a portable, like a little portable smoker. And I've kind of had my eye on something like that. I think a small portable smoker would be cool. Then I definitely have to get to the campsite early enough to smoke meats, or I'm going to be eating at 3 o'clock in the morning every time, which I know wouldn't bother you guys, but I also have to get sleep. So, well, I thank you for this and the other little bird. These are neat, man. And like I said, this is the type of stuff that, like, I would never look it up. Like, I would never look for this. And, you know, it's really cool. I appreciate it. You guys didn't see my butt crack that time, did you? Portable smoker would be sweet, Rick. I've got my eyes on a portable. I'm sure Traeger has one. If you guys know of any portable smokers out there besides Traeger that may be a little bit cheaper, let me know. But under the tornado, you've got tornadoes in Nebraska today. Yeah, I think there was a warning for one on the ground up by the farm in the Humphrey area. Yeah. Speedy Biker, what's up, man? SJ, would you do a video about growing up in Nebraska when you were young? Maybe when we hit 1 million. You guys aren't ready for those stories yet. gear guy. I've seen the barbecue that mounts to the hitch. I mean, unless it's an actual smoker, it's not really like I would never use the thing because there's grills and stuff like that at all the campsites. And then if I'm not at one, like I'll use that little portable stove, or I have my, I have the other grill, or I have this stuff. I wouldn't carry around a big grill attached to my trailer hitch, but like a portable smoker, I think would be really cool. I want to go on a bike trip with the homie Greg, and we've always ridden everywhere we go, right? Every time we've taken a bike trip, we pack our bikes and we ride somewhere. Love to do it, but I want to take them on a trip where we trailer the bike somewhere and we take all of our junk with us, so we're super comfortable at camp. We can do the things like smoke some meats, but we can go out and ride during the day. We have our bikes to commute around, hit the twisties, and do the things like that. Like, I don't know if you could do the time, but taking Greg to the Tail of the Dragon that's probably the trip I need to try to get him out on. So if you guys aren't subscribed to the homie Greg, a Midwest family, I don't know if I could figure that out and drop it I'll try to drop his channel link in the comments, because that's the homie. He hasn't been on the channel in a while. My dirt bike's over at his house. Yeah. Here, I'm going to drop this link down below. This is the homie's channel. If you're new, you probably haven't seen him yet, but he's always down for the bike trips too, and I got to get him out with us. So go subscribe to the homie. Arrow Brewer, cheers, Arrow. Waiting on a whole chicken on a spit. I know you guys have asked for that too. I've never done that. I'm not one for cooking chicken. But doing a chicken on like a rotisserie spit thing would be cool. Thank you for the donation. Mega Susan, I'm glad you subscribed to the homie's channel. It helps him out a lot. I appreciate that. Wendy Sue, I'm glad you enjoy the videos with Greg. The Twister 818, when am I coming to Oregon? I could get back out there. I have family in Oregon. Well, extended family. My wife has a lot of family in Oregon that I could get out there to see. We've driven out there at least twice. We've driven out there once.
Yeah.
Flown out there a couple of times. Well, I guess maybe one of the flights was to Washington State, but I've been out that way. I've done a lot out there, but it's been a while. Like that. Like we haven't been out there since probably, when was the last trip? 2018, maybe? Probably.
Where?
When did the drive we did on the coast, was that the last trip we took out there?
The drive from San Francisco to LA was the last one.
Okay. I've driven from
Essentially up to from
Seattle all the way to LA on the 101. The wife and I flew out there. We rented a car and drove all the way down.
2 trips though.
2 trips, and then we did all the way to San Francisco in one trip, and then like San Francisco to LA in the next trip. I've got friends in San Francisco, so it's just been a while since I've been out there.
Well, when we were out.
We were doing family stuff in San Diego, yeah.
21.
Yeah. Dan, I can do storm chasing, but it's like, and the views will reflect this. I could go out and just film a storm chasing video, just like I could go out and film a fishing video. But right now, like if I don't upload something that's camping, a lot of people don't watch. Like the channel is developed into this camping channel, so you have to kind of keep everything camping. So if I go storm chasing, I'm chasing a storm, and I'm gonna set up camp and hope that it hits me. So there's a little bit that, it's always like I'm trying to figure out something to do with the camping. So we can do storm chasing, but but it's always going to end up in a camping video at this point for this channel. JR, I'd never get tired of camping, dude. Never get tired of it. You always got to go somewhere new. Like I don't want to go to the same spot multiple times. There's spots that I've filmed multiple videos at. Not gonna lie to you guys, same spots that I've filmed, a handful of videos at. But I like to go to new spots, see new things, enjoy new things, learn the history about new places. And the thing is, there's so many places you can go. Every small town, So no, I never get tired of travel or camping. I like to have my bit of time at home to recharge, but I enjoy getting out there and seeing everything. Sonia from Bermuda. Cheers, Sonia. Tim M, yeah. Unless you're shorter than 5.5 foot, rooftop tent is where it is. But you can also get a topper, and they make little extension tents that'll fit on the back of a topper and your tailgate down. It's called the DAC tent, DAC. There's like one video where I use one on my channel. But if you have a short bed, you can still get a topper and put a little extension tent on the back of it. And sleep in it that way if you don't want to do a truck tent. Truck tents are cool, but the fact that you can't drive around with it on, so you always have to like take it down if you want to leave the campground, would be kind of a bummer. Unless you're like super set on having a truck bed tent, or you need it for the area you're at because it's rough terrain, just get a ground tent, dude, or get a topper and an extension. Brenda, cheers, Brenda. Appreciate the donation. Let's celebrate their first super chat on live stream, is what YouTube is telling me. I don't know how to do that. I'll love your comment. Can I do that? There we go. Appreciate your donation, Brenda. Thank you. Brenda, you had burnt ends and coleslaw. That sounds great. Like I said in the last video, all I needed was coleslaw. Coleslaw would have been good on the sandwich. I think they call that like Memphis style or something. All right. One more Amazon package. We've got a couple of personal packages down there. This one's kind of big and heavy too. Olali Campground. I'm going to write that down. Twister 818 Cannon Beach. Where's that at? Should be able to find it, I guess. Malcolm Neal, I like that you educate us on the areas you visit. I appreciate that. To me, that's one of the things. Like, there's history everywhere you go. There's cool things to see everywhere you go. Like, you could any town that has a city hall, any little town with a city hall, any tiny little town, if there's a city hall, or even stopping at the post office sometimes. Like, you can stop in and talk to them, and they will tell you all about the history of the area. Like, there's history, there's cool things to see everywhere. Everywhere you go. Every little town you drive through has a history to it. Every little church you drive by, you got to think of all the people that have been there. Like, there's so much cool stuff to see. It's not just, I need to go to Miami or Los Angeles or whatever. There's cool stuff to see everywhere. All right, what is this? Oh, here we go. Here's the note. This is with the burners. This says, "Hey, crazy, I sent this set of pans to go along with the 2 stoves I sent you earlier. This must be the same one. I think you'll like them. From Raymond Est. Sasanovich. I'll say the name, I guess. We put it on there, right? That seems like a hefty set of pans right there. I bet my page. Put that back over there. Raymond. All right. All right. That's a hefty set of pans. I'm going to spill my drink. These feel like a nice, really nice set of pans. That is a really nice set of pans. I imagine there might be a gripper thing in there. Can you guys see the paint flake in that? Look at that glitter, boy. That's like some bass boat flex on you. And it's blue, I think. It is. It's blue. That's a nice set of pans. The wife's eyeballing me right now. All right, so we've got a deep pot. Got kind of a bowl-ish pot here. So you guys can see that. Same stuff. Yeah. Shinery. Inspire your inner chef is what it says on there on the bottom. You see that glitter even on the bottom, boy? Liz G, yes, that is Ted, and he talks. And then we've got a fry pan here. Same thing, just a big fry pan. These feel really nice. These feel really nice. That's a pan. That is a pan. You jelly? And then we've got a handle here.
No, because you're the one that cooks when we're camping.
Yes, yes. So we've got a handle over here. A lot of this camp style stuff will come with a removable handle like this. Check that out. Let me see if is there a lock? Oh yeah, like locks and unlocks. There we go. So you got a push button on the side and a knob.
So you can use it for all three of them.
Yeah, and so you turn the knob to lock it, or you turn the knob to.
They take up less room storing.
Yeah, so you can do. You stick it on there. Somehow.
Not like that.
So I have it unlocked, yeah. No, that's it. That's as far out as it goes. Maybe it takes some effort so it doesn't fall off. Oh yeah, pops right on there and locks in tight. Locks in tight, boy. That's nice, dude. So you're not gonna if you're cooking, it would definitely be difficult to move this handle around. So you're gonna pick one pot at the beginning, but that's a nice set of pans, dude. That's a nice set of pans, and it's got blue bass flake paint on it. All right. Well, thank you, Raymond. I appreciate this. I appreciate the grills. That's really nice stuff. All right. Should we try it? We got to try to take it off. I got to show you guys taking it off. Unlock. There might be a trick to it. There you go. Oh, it pops out farther. Okay. I didn't have it all the way out. There you go.
You could change it.
You could change it.
Oh, yeah.
You could change it.
Super nice, yeah. You could use both.
If you had, yes, you can change that. I was tripping. I thought I was going to break it. There you go. It unlocks completely and locks back on. That's nice. All right. Let's get back down there. All right. Thank you, Raymond. I appreciate that. I got to make room for that stuff. I kind of got to hit the bathroom again, guys. We got 2 more packages down there. Yeah, they are nice, Sherry. All right, I got to hit the bathroom. The wife can talk to you again. And she gave me the stink eye.
He lies. I didn't even look up. He should pay me for being his accountant because that's what I'm sitting here doing, is doing his books and paying his bills. Yeah, he did get a Christmas gift early. You guys are too good to him.
Don't say that.
He does appreciate it, though. He very much appreciates it.
You allow me to live the life I can.
He's yelling at me from the bathroom. Yep, he'll definitely use that for hamburger helper type meals. Hamburger helper, mac and cheese, but he does need to do some catch and cooks. I enjoy when he brings some fish home with him. Definitely. Cooking the books. Right. I make lots of different kind of quilts. One of these days maybe I'll show you the one that I made, Mike. It's big. It's actually hanging on
You
our
should
wall.
go grab that.
I'm not gonna take it down tonight. And we got something small that he wants me to make for him to hang on the wall down here. You guys will like it. It'll be a while. We didn't get fabric for it. We just got a pattern, but it'll be funny. But lots of quilts. I like making baby quilts because they go fast.
Terry says, "Do you sell the quilts?" Told her she could be hustling a few off every year.
I don't. The time that it takes to make them, I don't know if it would actually be. I don't know if someone would pay what it would take to make it, and it's not cheap to actually do the machine quilting either. So I don't know. I'm not sure if anyone would pay that for it.
Yeah, right now she farms out the actual machine quilting, like long arm quilting stuff, if you guys know what that is. But I keep trying to harass her into an acreage with an extra bedroom that we could buy her own long arm quilter, and then she could start doing this stuff.
We could maybe do a raffle someday with one. I wouldn't be opposed to that.
The quilt she made me that's hanging above our bed is really cool.
It is cool.
It's all black and gray.
It has some skulls on it.
Skulls and spider webs and all this. It's very cool, and it actually won an award. Didn't you win first place somewhere?
I don't know if it was first place. Maybe at the county fair.
She got an award at the county fair with that thing. But where else do you put quilts? Come on, we have a full quilt. Isn't the quilt museum
in Omaha or in Lincoln?
In Lincoln,
yeah.
Maybe I'll take you guys through there sometime. I think it's ran by UNL, the University of Nebraska, if I remember right. But they have a huge quilt museum. I've never been to it, so you've been there before.
Yeah. Actually, no, not in Lincoln. I haven't.
You've
I
never
bought Mom and her friends tickets for her birthday or Mother's Day, but I have not gone.
Well, I'll take you there.
Tara says that I should make you make a quilt for a video.
Oh, God. How would we do that, though? We'd have to go to it. We talked about that at a cabin or a hotel room, making a quilt. We talked about that.
We did, actually, yeah.
I mean, that would be some effort, and we would have to be there for a few days.
Yeah.
It would be some effort, but
would you guys watch Mike make a quilt, or would that be one of those video duds?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Fitness and Guns, cheers. Thank you for the donation. You get so many analytics through YouTube so that, like, I know there's certain videos that I put out that aren't going to get the greatest of views. I knew that and you guys can go look at that stuff. I knew the dog sitting video at my brother-in-law's would struggle to get 25,000 views based on the analytics that you guys give me. The next video that comes out on Sunday is going to be a cabin video. It's going to be about the same thing, unless you guys all hit it, watch it, and hit the like button, you know. But I know that a lot of you guys aren't into that stuff. You want to see the camping, but there's things like that and those adventures like that and stuff that I do with my wife that I still want to show to you guys. Quady's quilts. There you go, Sherry.
Mike getting wasted making quilts.
I mean, if that's what it takes, we gotta. Tara and Greg should come with us. Get a babysitter.
I can teach you all how to quilt.
Yeah, get a babysitter. Come with us. I have tried over and over again to get my wife to start a YouTube channel, and she doesn't like showing her face on the video. So I've told her she doesn't have to show her face, but she could definitely show you guys how to make quilts and do craft stuff. And I know there's a lot of females in the audience that would probably watch that content. So if you guys want to see that, you need to drop it in the comments and let her know. But her desk is twice the size of mine. She's got a much nicer corner.
Because you made it.
Because I made her desk. I use a plastic one with a sheet on it, but she's got a nice fancy desk with a glass top that I made for her. So anyways, all right. We cracked another brew open. This is Easy Eddie. These are all from the same brewery. It's another IPA. I guess I haven't checked out the alcohol content. This one's 6%. I was going to say I'm feeling a little good right now. Quady quilt tutorials. You could do it.
There are so many people doing that.
There's thousands of other camping channels, but there's only one crazy Quady. There's only one lady Quady.
There's only one of you.
Yes. I think a lot of people, and there's even people that I've talked to personally that I know, and I'm like, they're in a different business and they're like, oh yeah, but there's already a bunch of other channels doing that. There's a million other channels doing exactly what you're watching every day. You're just watching that one guy because you like that guy. But there's a million other channels doing the same thing. Just like there's a million other camping channels, there's a million car channels, but I like Cletus and Rice or Miata. Like there's a million other people that work in an office. There's a million other people that work at Burger King. They're, exaggerating the numbers maybe, but there's so many people that are doing the same thing as you, but you are your own individual. So if you can connect with other people, like anybody can do this stuff. And I've said that a million times. Andrew, you are correct. This is the last beer. We'll shotgun one before the end of it. I have one more beer left, but we've got a couple of packages. Beer batter catch and cook are your favorite? I think we've only done one beer batter on the channel. All right. So we've got a personal package here. This is from Rachel S. out of Lowell, Arizona. Drop my knife. Thank you, Dan. Juggernaut Jerry. No, I have not developed any ulcers. Hot stuff doesn't bother me like it does a lot of that people like. I've got a pretty good iron gut. I can eat about anything. Packaging. Ooh, there's a license plate that I see. I don't know if that's beer or hot sauce in there. I hope there's a note in here. There's that pop? That almost feels like a pop bottle. RC Cola. We were talking about that on a previous live, I think. 2 bottles of RC Cola. Me and the missus each have a bottle of RC Cola. You're going to sip one of these with me. But there's no note. There's no note, Rachel. Well, Rachel, I appreciate this. And I have your address. Please send a note, guys, if you send something in. She sent a license plate in from Arkansas. I will get a license plate sent back out to you. I think I have some motorcycle plates that I could send to you. We've got a couple of RC Colas, which we were talking about. I don't know why. I think I got an RC Cola sticker a couple of live streams ago. We've got some hot sauce, Tabanero. Feel like I've had Tabanero before. Blues Hog Tennessee Red barbecue sauce. That looks tasty. RC and a Moon Pine. Yeah, buddy. And then Tabanero Sriracha Honey. Okay. So I know I've had Tabanero before, but I can't tell you which kinds I've had. You guys would have to go back and look at the videos, but Sriracha Honey, and then we've got Extra Hot. All right. Well, I appreciate it. Yes, please, guys, send a. If you send in Amazon, put a note on there, and if you send in a personal package, please put a note inside of it. But I'll get a plate sent out to you. I think I have a couple of motorcycle plates I could send out, and some RC Colas. We're gonna try those. I almost feel like we need to save these in like RC root beer RC floats. I haven't had an RC in a long time though. Royal Crown, man. Yeah, RC Cola. Where did these come from? I said it, but where did it come from? Arkansas. AR. Arkansas. Or is that Arizona?
That's easy.
Arkansas. Arkansas.
Where's that? Yeah, because Alaska, I think, is AK.
Yeah. We've been out of high school way too damn long. The Extra Hot Tabanero? Yeah, and like I said, I feel like I've had that sauce before. Fishing with Mickle. I don't know if I've ever had Dad's root beer. Dan might. Where did I get the Japanese barbecue sauce? I got that at a Walmart somewhere in Arizona. It was at Walmart. I stopped at Walmart and picked all that stuff up. And it was something I hadn't seen. And then I want to say I stopped somewhere with my wife. And they had like 5 different kinds of that brand. And the Walmart that I stopped at a few days prior had only had 3. So it's a readily available brand. I'm sure you could probably find it on Amazon. Like we don't do it and we never think about it, but you can buy, obviously, like from stuff that I get, you can buy all sorts of food on Amazon and have it delivered straight to your door. You can buy a frozen alligator, have it straight to your door and put it on your smoker. There's a video of us doing that at Travis's place. So like you can get a lot of stuff from Amazon, guys. Dad's root beer is a dollar store find now. I'll have to try to look for that. Laura, what's our favorite snacks and candies?
What's your crack?
I like chips. Baked Lay's barbecue chips. I can eat just.
It is crack.
I can sit there and eat an entire bag of them. You like those Nutella stick things.
Yeah. Pringles, sour cream and onion.
Pringles, sour cream and onion. Almost sounds like there's somebody walking around upstairs. I don't know. Like I like chocolate too. Like just regular chocolate. And I don't eat that very often. It's very rare that I just get a chocolate bar, like a Hershey's bar. But when we have a Hershey's bar, I'm like, ooh, this is good. It melts in your mouth, you know?
He likes it when I make banana bread.
Banana bread with chocolate chips. I want to get that tattoo. You guys, maybe you guys know, it's like, God, what did he say? He's like, man, we had banana bread at work today. And there's like, you get every letter of the first letter of what the dude said in the meme. That's probably over a lot of people's heads, but banana bread in the break room at work today. Hell yeah, man. I'd get that tattooed on me. Root beer with Crown Royal Vanilla. That sounds good. Dan, we've done a lot of s'mores and variations of s'mores. I don't know if we've filmed much of that, but we haven't done it in a couple of years. Yeah. It used to be like every time we'd go out, we'd make s'mores or something along those lines. Oatmeal cookies with butterscotch chips. Banana bread at work, dude. Hell yeah, man. That's one of the best, like, it's a meme now, but that's one of the best ones out there. Cheers, Gasquatch. Cheers for being one of the real ones. CGTI grad makes some killer banana pancakes. You need to step up your pancake game. Make me some pancakes in the morning. Pancakes. Make me some pancakes.
I was going to make him breakfast on the morning of his birthday, and he turned me down.
I'm not a huge breakfast guy, but some banana bread pancakes sound fucking hella amazing right now. We made all the food.
You realize it's 9:06 p.m.
Yes, I like breakfast right now.
His nightly snack, or not maybe every night, but his evening snack a lot of times, or late night snack, is cereal.
Yes, I eat cereal and milk at night. I don't eat breakfast. I drink coffee and smoke stogies for breakfast. The most healthy thing you could possibly do.
Michael.
Yeah. All right. So this is the last package. This is from Hank S. out of Georgetown, Kentucky. In an Amazon box, but it's a personal package. Jalops for breakfast, Dan. You're right. Although I don't know that would good with pancakes. We got some chippies. Ooh, chippies. Grippo's barbecue flavored potato chips. I like me some barbecue. I can't say I have ever seen that brand before. We're going to save those for a video for sure. I might eat a lot of them because I like barbecue tater chips. But we've got a note in here. All right. Quady, Hank from Eastern Kentucky. Not sure you can get all these chips in the Midwest. Not too hot, but good alone or on anything. Keep up the good work. We've got more barbecue. Is it 3 things of barbecue? Yes, more barbecue. I might just eat one of these right now. We got 3 things of barbecue. Grippos. I've never heard of these chips around here. So that's something new to me. Says made out of Grippo Potato Chip Company, Inc. Cincinnati, Ohio. And since they're all the same thing, I'm cracking this guy open. Yes. Susan, we will definitely try one of these. I love barbecue tater chips. They're not baked. The chips aren't. Those are some damn good chips. Good seasoning on there. Huh. Got a lot of flavoring. A lot of flavoring on there. Those are good chips.
They're a little spicy.
A little bit spicy. Yeah, he said they're a little spicy.
Ooh.
Not bad. Yeah, it's like spicy barbecue, but it doesn't say it on there. Spicy to the wife. She's like double fisting a glass of water already. Jay Ulrich, you miss Surge Pop. I do too. We managed to get a few on video before they discontinued them. I'm on a Surge. What is it? There's a Surge Facebook page that I'm on that is like they keep harassing Coke to try to bring it back. I really think they should. I enjoy me some Mountain Dew, but Surge kills Mountain Dew any day of the week. Hands down. Mountain Dew can fight me over it. Surge is better. And I won't ever get a Mountain Dew sponsorship like good old Cleater. Surge is better. Those chips are good. Aero Brewer Jolt Cola. We used to ride to a gas station when I was a kid just to get a can or a bottle of Jolt. That does have a kick to it.
Yeah, it does.
That does have a kick to it. Those are surprisingly spicy. They don't say they're spicy at all. But those are spicy. Those are very spicy. Surprisingly spicy. The American would be cool if they brought Sobe drinks back. I can't say I've ever... No, I had Sobe. What was I had the pink one. Do you remember those?
I remember.
They had like the lizards on the bottle.
Yeah.
CGTA, I can't say I've ever had a cactus cooler, no. Okay, Cola? That sounds familiar. I used to drink a lot of Jones soda, and that stuff is still made. My mouth is watering. Yeah, these are surprisingly spicy. Surprising, there's nothing spicy on the label. They come up and kick you right in the junk. Oh, Snapple is good. Logan 1970. I didn't film it, but when I was down in Tucson, that Fry's grocery store that I went to, they had Clearly Canadian sparkling water. I used to love the Clearly Canadian strawberry, so I got a bottle of that. It was the same like old school bottle. Loved it. I should have went back and got a bunch of them. Gear Guy, Zima. At this point, I would 100% drink a Zima. We used to make fun of people that drank Zima. But now that it's not available, I drink Zima. I feel like Zima like morphed into the carbonated like fruit drinks you get now. Like what's the one that I make fun of Travis for drinking all the time?
TV Static.
TV Static. What are they?
Seltzers.
Yeah. Which one does he drink?
Seltzers.
Yeah. The seltzers, like I feel like those Zima is like what the seltzers are now to a point. Anthony, Crystal Pepsi, yes. I remember that from my childhood, yes. Crystal Pepsi, man. Zima and Jolly Ranchers, man, I had my fair share of those too. Those were like the party drink. Zima was the party drink back in the day. John from New Zealand, cheers. Orbits, I remember Orbits. Dan Might, I remember that. I can't say I ever had that beer though, but I'd try it. Double Dare, Smoking Sensei, Double Dare. Gear Guy, I've had my fair share of moonshine. I drink it. I like a good flavored moonshine. there's a spot that me and the homie Greg hit down in down near the Ozarks. They make a sweet tea moonshine. So there's a video from there. Man, like I'm on fire from those chips right now. But there's a sweet tea moonshine that's really good. I don't know. We're trying to plan a bike trip this year, and I don't know where we're gonna go, but we might go back to the
Tara's
Ozarks.
on there. Greg's probably on there.
Yeah, Tara. Let me get your husband for a week. A week, not 3 days. I need that man for a week. He's mine. I want your man for a week, Tara. I'm tired of these little 2 nights, 3 nights. I need your man for a full week.
Oh, you're a goof.
Kenneth J22. I have been there, I have ridden there, but I have never been there for the rally. To be honest, I would enjoy the Sturgis rally for maybe like 6 hours, and then I would want to tear my hair out. I don't think I would enjoy that for any amount of days. I love bikes. I love the environment, but fuck all those people, to be blunt. Dan Might, the Twisted Tea whiskey is very, very good. Mega Susan. Grippos. They are spicy. And it's just regular barbecue flavor. Grippos. You might be able to find them on Amazon. I don't know. Visit our website, grippos.com. There you go. And they make more stuff. They make barbecue sauce, cheese popcorn. I love me some cheese popcorn. Barbecue rings, salt and vinegar chips. SJ, I can't say I've ever had a legitimate Cuban, but I would smoke one. Southern Views, they say they get there. He says they're on Amazon. Hit them up, guys. Buy those chips. They're tasty. Barbecue and the spice will hit you. The wife took one and started coughing.
Yeah, I can taste it right away.
Yeah. All right. Fern 76 cigar reviews. I suppose I could add that in there. I used to like.
No, because then you'll just start smoking more.
Yeah. This is
On to your game.
You guys probably can't see this. There's an old humidor back here that I used to use. I've had a few humidors. I'll show it to you guys. We got my old broken camera if you guys missed that video. So I got something in here. It's very dusty. What's inside of it? Oh, just a couple of old camera batteries that I'll never use again. I could probably sell those on eBay. Here, sell these on eBay. And a dust cover. Yeah, it's just an old cheap humidor I had. I had a much nicer one. Super cheap, but I had this engraved locally. Other Side Garage. So I used to have a blog. I was on Blogger for a while. And I called that Other Side Garage. In fact, I think I have stickers. I had stickers for this faster than I had stickers for a YouTube channel with 100,000 subscribers. Quit talking shit. You could do something over there too.
This is all you, buddy.
Yeah. This was my favorite one because it was the chaos symbol. I don't know if it's going to focus on that, but it says Other Side Garage in there.
You could maybe in your first few orders, you could send one.
I could send some of these out. Yeah. This was the other one. Wasn't a fan of that one. This one looks way cooler, and there's only a few of those left. And to be 100% clear, these stickers suck. They peel off. Like, they're shit stickers, which is why I never really did much with them. But yeah, I used to have a blog called Other Side Garage. It was on Blogger. It was a lot of motorcycle and car stuff. But that's engraved right there. The media company that owns my LLC that runs all my YouTube stuff might have something to do with that, but got lots of stickers down there. All right, we've been on for almost 2.5 hours at this point, y'all. Nancy Compton, the sticker looks like a ninja star. So that is called the chaos symbol. You can look that up. Just look up, I think you can just look up chaos symbol. And it's kind of, yeah. The symbol of chaos, also known as the chaos star, originates from Michael Moorcock's, I don't know what, blah, 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 blah. But the dichotomy of the laws of chaos, the symbol of chaos compromises of 8 arrows in a radial pattern. So basically, kind of what it represents is like any little angle you go on, any little thing you do can change the entire outcome of your life and many other people's outcomes of their lives and think like that. It's a reminder that no matter how much we plan or prepare, there will always be elements beyond our control. So I've always kind of thought that was cool or whatever. Fishing with Mickle. I can picture you rolling in a 67 Impala. I can picture that too. But we're going to close this one out here. End of the month live stream. I appreciate everybody's donations monetarily, the packages, the support, and everything else, and everybody that's watching the videos. I don't ask for it, in all the content or whatever, but I really appreciate it if you guys drop a comment. I try to get back to as many of them as I can, and definitely hit the like button. The like button helps a lot. I haven't edited the video for Sunday yet, but there's a very, very big chance that the video that I put out on Sunday will not be able to be monetized because of some music that is playing in the video at a certain time towards the end of the video. So if you watch that, definitely hit the like button. It'll help me a lot. And all of that nonsense. I appreciate everybody's support and everybody that is watching all the videos and all of that kind of stuff. And if you guys want a shotgun a beer, go grab one of those because we're going to shotgun one for you for the end of the video here. But yeah, hit 110,000 this month, and it has been amazing. The trip was amazing. We'll get back out there again, and we'll definitely head the other direction and do some other stuff because I know we have hit those spots, that general area before. All right. If anybody wants to shotgun a beer on a Friday night, Greg, if you're out there watching, you better do it. You got like 10 seconds. And yeah, they have extra hot barbecue grippos. Southern Views, if you want to send them, I'll try them. Those are spicy though, surprisingly spicy. Arkansas is make a it'll be fine sticker. We could probably do that. And 100%, it'll be fine in your life, man. Just keep on pushing. It'll be fine. You'll make it. If you imagine you'll make it and you think every day that you'll make it and you have a positive outlook on life and a positive outlook on the things you want to do, you will make that shit happen. You have to think of it every day. Always have a positive outlook. What you think about and what you dream about is what you will make happen in your life. So if you have a positive outlook, you will have a positive outcome. If you have a shit attitude, your outcome will be shit. It's all about how you feel. Cheers. I love you guys. Glendon Jones. Dr. Phil for the win. I'm not bald enough, but I love you guys. Thank you to everyone for the support. One more road trip video coming. Probably just one more on Sunday. And we'll probably get the bike, one of the motorcycles out or the van out for the following video on Thursday. Love you guys. And yeah, keep living your dreams, y'all. Cheers.